Oh, yeah, that was the award-winning, highly acclaimed all-female AC/DC tribute band out of Los Angeles, California, and we have them in studio today. Are you there with us?
All-girl AC/DC tribute band, whole Lotta Rosies, and I have Sherry on the line here, too.
Hi, I'm Sherry Weinstein, a drummer of whole Lotta Rosies.
And missing in action today is Stacy, our lead singer, Stacy Litt, Nancy Luca, lead guitar, and Melanie Cisneros, bass. And we're whole Lotta Rosies. Yay!
Okay, ladies, could you please next tell us how you formed the band and how you decided to do a tribute to AC/DC?
Okay, well, first of all, this was way back in 2000, if you can believe it. This is Trudy speaking. And so male tribute bands dominated Los Angeles. There were actually no female tribute bands to male, known bands. There was no female tribute bands. It was just a sea of male tribute bands. And I was in a band, a female band, but we were doing cover songs. And I really wasn't digging it. And I was out one night watching an original band, and there was a female singer, and the band's name was Powder, and a pretty famous band in LA back in that day. And during their original set, the band, which was all male except for the singer, belted into a Led Zeppelin song. And it really was in that very moment that I knew right then and there, if the crowd went as crazy as they did for one female doing a song from a male well-known band, how crazy would people go for 5 girls doing AC/DC, which was my all-time favorite band. So the very next day, I placed ads in LA Weekly and started auditioning members and put whole Lotta Rosies together. And we really were the first, not only the first all-female AC/DC band, but the first all-female tribute band to a male legendary band. So we really changed the landscape in Los Angeles back then. And now it's sort of like, it's old hat. Now there's female tribute bands all over the place. When I started putting the group together, and 2001 was our very first show, and we played the Coconut Teaser on the Sunset Strip. So that was our very first show in April of 2001.
The good old Coconut Teaser.
Yeah, the Coconut Teaser, a legendary club in Los Angeles.
Yeah, very legendary. That's no longer there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. AC/DC and the Black Crowes, and growing up, I really loved, all the hair bands, Poison, Bon Jovi, Warrant, Scorpions, all those bands I loved, but AC/DC had always been my favorite band. Sherry, what about you? What are your
influences? My influences, I loved AC/DC. I mean, that Back in Black album, that was just, I remember listening to that back in the day. Other influences are early Cars, early Pretenders, Cheap Trick, the Stooges. I love all that stuff. Led Zeppelin. I like a bit of that, like, late 70s, early 80s kind of new age punk explosion that happened, but I also love good rock and roll, I could go on and on. There's so many great bands.
We're rockers, Gary. We're rockers.
You bet. And then let's go ahead and play another song that you recently played at the Whiskey, and this one would be Dirty Deeds.
If you're having trouble with your high school
Okay, back with you on WHYS Radio, the Bear's Den with Poppa Bear, and we have the whole lot of Rosies in studio today. And next I'd like to talk about some of your past gigs and maybe a story or two and what you're doing in the future.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're happy to be here with you today, Gary. Super stoked to be doing the interview with you. Sherry and Trudy here from Whole Lotta Rosies. And locally in Los Angeles, there's so many venues, and things have really started to open up again. But around our area, we play places like the Viper Room, House of Blues, all different locations, the Canyon Club, various locations, and for example, the Whiskey. Sherry's going to tell you in a moment about a show we have coming up at the Whiskey. And then, nationally and internationally, we play places like Portland, Oregon Bike Fest. We've played Las Vegas, the Hard Rock Casino. We've also played the Rio. We've done Daytona Beach Bike Fest in Florida. And we do a lot of motorcycle rallies too, and those are a blast. We've played the Golden Aspen Motorcycle Rally, the whole Enchilada Motorcycle Rally, Rough Rider Motorcycle Rally, and we've played Rock in the Rivers. We opened for Alice Cooper in Three Forks, Montana. We also were lucky enough to open for the Foo Fighters in Los Angeles, which was, an opportunity of a lifetime. And aside from that, we also have toured all over the world playing for the U.S. troops. We went to Kosovo, Bosnia, Germany, South Korea, Japan, and Europe, and done tours in all of those places, lucky enough to play for the women and the men in uniform, and it's just, you just can't even ask for anything better than that. It was such an honor to do that. Well, to have some great... let me tell you a little funny story, though, about before we talk about our upcoming gigs, Sherry and I'll tell you a little story about when we were on tour in New Mexico last year.
Yeah, we got pulled over.
Yeah, we did. We got pulled over. We were leaving one area. I think it was Las Cruces. Yeah, we had just played a show at Almador, and we were heading to Rio Doce to play a bike festival. And the promoter was driving us, and he was telling us about the cops in New Mexico and how you really, really gotta watch out for them. You can't speed. And what was he doing, Carrie? Speeding. He was speeding. So no sooner than the lights were blinking behind us. Yeah, no sooner did he finish his story, and the lights are blinking behind us, and we got pulled over. And the cop walks up to the car and asked for the title and registration, and then he looked around the truck and said, "Oh, are you girls the AC/DC tribute band, Whole Lotta Rosies?" And we're like, "Yes." And he goes, "I don't believe you." And we're like, "We are." And he's like, "Sing something for me." So what happened, Sherry?
Well, we said, if we sing for you, can he just get a warning? Didn't we say something like that?
Oh yeah, we did. We were like, if we sing a song for you, and he's like, "I don't know, let me see what you got."
So we went, all of a sudden I counted us in, and we went into the chorus of Highway to Hell. And it was pretty fun, because I kind of kept the beat somehow.
Yeah, Sherry kept the beat.
And he was rocking out, and we have it on video, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, we sang Highway to Hell, and he let us off, and he actually even came to the show that night. So it all worked out.
Yeah, we told the story at the show, which is pretty funny. Pretty iconic.
Sherry, what do we have coming up? Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, so tomorrow night, which is June 13th, we are playing the Whiskey A Go-Go. We're opening for a band called Fast Times, which they're a lot of fun, and we're a lot of fun. It's going to be a packed, fabulous night. So anyone that is local should reach out to us on social media, which we will share in the next segment. We are then playing June 25th at the Coach House.
Yeah, these are all headlining shows. So the next shows, headlining shows.
Yeah, the next shows are headlining shows. We are playing at the Coach House June 25th, which is in San Juan Capistrano. Then we are playing July 22nd at Fantasy Springs Casino in Indio, California, which will be fun because we're staying overnight there, so I'm sure there will be lots of shenanigans going on before and after the show, as always. And then we have
another mini tour in New Mexico, right?
Yep, we're off on a mini tour to New Mexico where we are heading out to a bike rally in Las Vegas, New Mexico on July 30th. And that is going to be super fun. So if you have a motorcycle or you don't have a motorcycle, head on out there. It's going to be a blast. And then we are playing on August 13th. We're heading up to Sacramento, California, that area. And we are playing a casino called Feather Falls Casino, where we're going to tear it up.
Yeah, that was in Orville, pretty close to Sacramento. So those are,
the fun thing about us, I have to say, is that, this is Sherry talking, is that after we play, we hang out, and especially if we're out of town, we hang out and you will see us hanging out with the fans afterwards, posing for pictures. If there's a DJ, we're dancing before we play, dancing after we play. We really like to get to know our fans and enjoy taking photos, posting them on social media. That's something we really enjoy. And I feel like the fans get a kick out of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We love it. We have a blast, and we get to hang out with everyone afterwards, too. So we're not shy. We'll stay. We'll hang out.
Oh, yeah, we're not shy, and we say we like to, if I want to introduce the next song, have a drink on me. Well, we like to have a drink with you at our shows. So let's introduce the next song that we are going to play, which is none other than Have a Drink on Me.
Is everybody drinking tonight? You got it. It's never too late to start. Because there ain't nothing better. Oh, don't forget your band, too. It's a little warm up here, But either way, as far as I'm concerned, there ain't nothing better than a friend that says, have a drink on me. You know the words, right? I want to hear you guys.
on WHYS radio, and we are back here in studio with a whole lot of Rosies, and we're going to give you their social contacts, and if you want to get a hold of them and follow them, here's their information.
Our social media. So we are on Instagram, Facebook, and we have a website. So our Instagram handle is at Whole Lotta Rosies, and that is spelled WHOLE, Lotta, which is spelled LOTTA, and then Rosies, ROSIES. So it's a play on the song Whole Lotta Rosies with an apostrophe, but we spell it like I just said. And our Facebook is facebook.com/Whole Lotta Rosies, or you can just search us in Facebook, Whole Lotta Rosies. And our webpage is www.wholelottarosies.com.
Yeah, if you can't tell, we're a whole lot of Rosies.
Yeah, it's getting the spelling right.
Yeah, it's getting the spelling right. But and we want to thank Rock Solid Entertainment for hooking us up with Gary and WHYS 96.3 FM. And, yeah, Wisconsin, we would love to play there. So, get us there. We'll come play. We would love it.
Yeah, and Midwestern mini tour.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I would love to go to that area. That would be so fun. But thank you, Gary, for everything. And we hope to see you guys at a show somewhere, whether it's your area, Wisconsin, or whether it's somewhere else. We hope to see you. And we're a whole lot of Rosies. And next up, you're going to hear...
Woo! You guys having a good time and what?
Thank you, ladies.
I know we are. I mean, come on. What better way to kick off the week, right? Monday night in Hollywood at the Whiskey, partying with the Rosies. Let me hear you, Whiskey. Yeah. 'Cause we're about to set this town on fire.
You're listening to The Bear's Den with Poppa Bear on listener-supported WHYS, Eau Claire's Community Radio.